Hey y'all, welcome back to Plant and Plate with Mr. Chris. Today I got the perfect recipe for busy mornings, family gatherings, and even a holiday brunch. We're going to be making a cheesy vegetable breakfast casserole. So let's get to making it. Alright, we're going to start this recipe at the skillet. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to brown our sausage. I've got about a pound of just pork sausage here. We're going to put it in the skillet, start working it and breaking it down. I'll put all the ingredients in the description. So while I'm browning the sausage, I thought I'd tell you about some of the great things about this recipe. One of the nice things about it is you can make it ahead. You can take and fully cook your sausage, chop up your veggies, mix your eggs, Bisquick, all the other ingredients, and assemble everything in the baking dish the night before. Put some foil over it and just refrigerate it overnight. In the morning, just uncover it and bake it. It's also great if you do meal prep for the week, because after baking the casserole, this thing will store well in the fridge for about 3 to 4 days. It heats up quick in the microwave. It works great for grab and go breakfast for busy weekdays. This thing's also freezer friendly. You can freeze the assembled unbaked casserole, just wrap it tightly, or you can freeze it after baking it. You can reheat the whole casserole, or you can cut it in slices for just a ready-made breakfast and heat up each individual slice. We got our sausage brown. Now it's time to add the rest of our ingredients to the skillet. I've got just a cup of diced up onions. We're going to put that in there. And I got about a cup of just sliced mushrooms. We're going to throw those in there. Now we're going to saute these until the mushrooms and the onions just get fragrant and soften. So I'm going to mix on this a little bit, let that happen, and I'll be back with you as soon as that gets done. See you in a minute, y'all. We're going to start working on our batter and assembling the casserole. Go ahead and get your oven started preheating to 350. Get a large mixing bowl, and we're going to add Bisquick. Now this is just 1 cup of Heart Smart Bisquick mix. I'm going to throw it in my bowl. We're going to add a half teaspoon of salt and a half teaspoon of black pepper. I'm going to dump that in. We're going to add in 2 cups of skim milk. And then 4 large eggs. After we get the eggs put in, just get you a whisk, and we're just going to start mixing that up. Now you want to mix this until it's smooth. Not necessarily smooth as a blender type smooth, but you don't have any big chunks of the Bisquick or batter. Just relatively smooth, mixed in well. And I'm going to work on this. I'll kind of show you what you're looking for as soon as I get this done. Let me work on it. I'll be back and we'll keep on going. Alright, hopefully you can see this. It's not completely all the little pieces broken down. It doesn't look like you took a blender to it, but it's a smooth, consistent mixture with really little lumps in it. That's going to be fine. There'll be enough moisture and everything when we cook this thing. It'll all work out good. So now it's time to assemble the casserole. Let me grab that. I'll see you back here in just a second. Alright, time to assemble this thing. You're going to need you about a 9 by 13 casserole or something equivalent to that. I'm using my cast iron. Doesn't matter what you use, but you want to spray it a little bit with some kind of non-stick cooking spray, or brush it with just a little olive oil, just a really light coat, just to kind of help everything keep from sticking, because we're going to have some melty cheese and all that goodness in here. So after you prep your casserole dish, this is what the sausage and the onions. If you noticed, I did not put any oil in my skillet when I started this. So the sausage will make enough oil to keep everything from sticking if you got a good skillet, and it kind of adds flavor. It doesn't really make it greasy because it wasn't a It just didn't make that much grease. So I'm not draining mine. If for some reason your sausage makes a whole lot of grease, you may consider doing that. So now that we've got our sausage and everything done, we're just going to take all that and dump it out of our skillet into our casserole dish. That's going to be the first layer of our casserole. Now I got a little more room for everybody to see what's going on. So after we get it in there, you just want to take your sausage and onion mixture. Also the mushrooms, as I was sauteing them, I took my wooden spoon and just kind of broke them up into smaller pieces. I didn't think anybody would want like a really big old chunk of mushroom when they're doing it. This recipe is really cool because you can add different things to it. If you want some bell pepper in it, hey, put that in with your skillet. Anything you want to do with it, it'll pretty much let you do. So now that we got that in, it's time to put our next layer on. Our next layer is going to be cheese. I took and just shredded up some mozzarella, some cheddar, and some pepper jack to equal about 2 cups. I took a half cup of that and held that out of this. So this is only a cup and a half of cheese. We're going to sprinkle this over. You can make any mixture of cheese you want. You can put queso, mozzarella, sharp cheddar, anything you want will go in this. Today I'm using mozzarella because it gives it a little cheesy pull to it. Some cheddar for the flavor, and pepper jack to put a little kick. And then we're going to take our batter, and we're just going to pour that batter evenly over the top, letting it kind of work down between all that cheese and the sausage and everything on bottom. Once we get all of our batter put over it, that cheese that I was telling you about, we're going to put that on top of it. So just to give it a prettier finish and appearance. So we're going to take, this is just a half cup of the same cheese mixture I put into it. We're going to sprinkle that around the top, just kind of spread it out well. And then we're going to take, this is about 2 tablespoons of chives. I went out in my herb garden and got them this morning, just kind of diced them up. We're going to sprinkle that on the top just to help make it pretty. You know, they say you eat with your eyes first, so we want our stuff to look good. Now you can put parsley on it. You could even put a little paprika on the top if you're going with maybe something with a little more kick, and bake it that way. We got it ready. It's time to put this bad boy in the oven. We're going to cook it for about 40 to 45 minutes at 350 degrees. I'm going to throw it in there and I'll see y'all in just a minute when we get done. Got a casserole out of the oven. It took mine 40 minutes to cook. You just want to cook it until it's bubbly. Everything's melted. You got a nice golden crust and it's set in the center. So hopefully you can see this is what we're looking at when it's said and done. It's a really pretty casserole. This casserole is perfect for a weekend breakfast or to make ahead and reheat during the week. My family likes it for dinner as well. It's just a nice, hearty, comfort food type meal. I mean, it's got sausage, veggies, fluffy eggs, and gooey cheese. What's not to love? We're going to let this thing cool for a few minutes. It's better to let it cool for about 4 to 5 minutes before you slicing it. It kind of helps everything stay together a little bit and set a little bit. So I'm going to let this cool. I'll be back. We'll slice and pull a piece of this out and let you see what we got. We're going to take this thing. We're going to scoop some out. Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about right here. Yes, sir. Oh yeah. I mean, this right here, this will get it done. All right, we're going to take a sample of this thing. Oh, y'all. I mean, seriously, you got to make this. Your family will love you for it. It's just good. It's just good comfort food. You need to make. Hey, thanks for watching and cooking with me on Plant and Plate with Mr. Chris. I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment. If you make it, hey, send me a comment. Let me know how it turned out for you. I really hope that this meal helps brings your family together around the dinner table. And if you want to see more from Plant and Plate, hit the subscribe button. We do a video every week. Thanks for being here. Hope I'll see you down the road a bit. God bless.